What is Docker? Docker is a tool designed to make it easier to create, deploy, and run applications by using containers. Containers allow a developer to pack up an application with all the parts it needs, such as libraries and other dependencies, and it ship it all as one package. An example of a Docker files is a website, APIs, and databases, which are linked together. This is what Docker Compose allows us to do. We can create a file that defines how containers are connected with one another. We can use this file to initiate all of the Docker files for all our containers all at once. To run a Docker, we need the following. A Docker file is a text document that contains all the commands a user could call on a command line to assemble an image. Within the image, it contains the application code, library tools, dependencies, and other files needed to make an application run. Once compiled, Docker packages software into standardized unit called containers that have everything the software needs to run, including libraries, system tools, code, and runtime. Once contained, it can be shared by connecting to the existing cloud provider such as Azure and AWS to spin up container on this environment. To run our Docker file, let's understand these commands line by line. There are a lot of parents images available in Docker Hub. From here, you have to define the image variant next to the image parent. As for my example, I prefer to use the latest node images. Next, we need to create a directory to hold the application code inside the image. This will be working directory of your application. Next, to bundle your app source code inside the Docker image, we need to apply the copy instruction. Next, to install the required dependencies with this command line. To bind the port, you'll use the expose instruction. And last but not the least, define the command to run your app using CMD, which defines your runtime. To compile our Docker file, we simply type the following by typing docker build -t, image name, and the version number. Notice the period at the end of the line. This indicates that the source will be taken on the same directory. This could achieve in many ways, linked on the description below. And to view those compiled images, simply type the following by typing Docker images. To run those Docker images, we simply type the following by typing Docker run with the image name, or simply type Docker run -p local port Docker port -b with the image name. Lastly, to view those containers, we need to type the following by typing Docker ps or Docker container ls. Between containers and virtual machine, containers use less resources and easy to deploy without worrying the compatibility. This made them massive popular even though it did not invent the technology or idea. At the end of this course, we're going to learn on how to deploy Docker from these programming technologies. So stay tuned.